Hello everyone, this is Navda Soni, Assistant Professor in the Department of Quality Assurance at LG Institute of Pharmacy. Welcome to the online lecture series initiative taken by LG Institute of Pharmacy. In today's session, we will discuss about the polarography. So let's begin with the introductory part of polarography. First of all, polarographic technique is applied for the qualitative or quantitative analysis of electroreducible or oxidizable elements or the groups. It is an electromechanical technique of analyzing solution that measure the current flowing between two electrodes in the solution as well as the gradually increasing applied voltage to determine respectively the concentration of the solute and its nature. The main principle involved in the polarography is that gradually increasing negative potential is applied between the polarizable and non-polarizable electrode and the corresponding current is recorded. Here you can see polarizable electrode and non-polarizable electrode. In the case of polarizable electrode, example dropping mercury electrode, and non-polarizable electrode, that is saturated calomel electrode. From the current voltage curve, or it is also called a sigmoid shape, qualitative and quantitative analysis can be performed. This technique is called as polarography and the instrument used is called as polarograph, and the current voltage curve recorded is called as polarogram. So here you can see the sigmoid shape curve. It is also called as current voltage curve. Now the next point or the typical for every element or every functional group. So it is qualitative aspect, while the diffusion current is measured in proportional to the concentration of that compound. It is quantitative aspect. Thus, this polarography technique can be used for both qualitative as well as quantitative analysis of the compound. Polarographic measurements are governed by Ilkovic equation. The linear relationship between the diffusion current and the concentration of electroactive species is shown by this Ilkovic equation. ID is equals to constant NCm raised to 2 by 3, T raised to 1 by 6 and D raised to 0.5, where D stands for diffusion current in microampere and number of electrons required per molecule of the electroactive substances or the species. Capital D stands for diffusion coefficient in square centimeter per second. C, concentration in millimoles per liter. M stands for mass of mercury flow from the DME, that is dropping mercury electrode in milligram per second, and T, drop time in the second. Now, what are the advantages of this polarography technique? Some of the organic and inorganic samples can be easily analyzed by this polarographic technique. Even in low concentration of the sample can be detected, that means 10 raised to minus 3 to 10 raised to minus 4 molar. Rapidity of the techniques. Qualitative and quantitative analysis can also be performed easily by this polarographic technique, and some of the mixtures of compounds or elements could be analyzed without the separation. The major segment of this polarography, that is its electrode. In the polarography, mercury is used as a working electrode because mercury is a liquid and the working electrode is often a drop suspended from the end of the capillary tube. There are three kinds of electrode: HMDE, DME and DSME. HMDE means hanging mercury drop electrode, DME that is dropping mercury electrode, and DSME that is static mercury drop electrode. Widely, DME is used because mercury drop from at the end of the capillary tube as a result of gravity. The optimum interval between drops for most analysis is between 2 to 5 seconds. So these three electrodes are widely used. Why dropping mercury electrode? Because mercury yields reproducible current potential data, and this reproducibility can be attributed to the continuous exposure of fresh surface on the growing mercury drop. With any other electrode such as platinum in various forms, the potential depends on its surface condition and therefore on its previous treatment. The vast majority of the reactions studied with the mercury electrode are reduction. At a platinum surface, reduction of the solvent is expected to compete with reduction of many analyte species, especially in the acidic solution, and the high over potential for H plus reduction at the mercury surface. Therefore, H plus reduction does not interfere with any reduction. Some of the problems with the mercury electrode are also evaluated. A mercury electrode is not very useful for performing oxidations because this mercury is too easily oxidized. The electrode cannot be used over plus 0.4 volts because mercury dissolves and anodic wave is recorded. Lesser than minus 1.8 volt, hydrogen is liberated. The capillary is difficult to maintain since dust or other attribute matter can block the a polarizable electrode DME and reference electrode SCE. Between these electrodes, the required potential ranges from 0 to minus 3 volt can be applied. It consists of sample cell made up of glass in which the sample solution is capped. The capillary is dipped into the solution to be analyzed and the height of the mercury reservoir is adjusted so that drop time of about 2 to 7 seconds is set. Now you can see the proper instrument of this polarogram. Supporting electrolytes like potassium chloride is added to the sample solution to eliminate the migration current. The oxygen present in the sample solution is removed by passing either by nitrogen gas or using the alkaline pyrogalol solution. Maximum suppressors are added in the required concentration range. When all these things are done, the initial and final potential is set in the instrument and the current voltage curve is recorded. From the polarogram, half-wave potential and diffusion current is determined and thus quantitative and quantitative analysis is performed. There are different types of current in the polarography like residual current, migration current, diffusion current and limiting current. First of all, residual current. It is the sum of the relatively larger condenser current and very small Faraday current. Condenser current is due to the formation of Helmholtz double layer at the mercury surface, and Faraday current is due to the traces of impurities. Next, migration current. It is due to the migration of cations from the bulk of the solution towards cathode due to the diffusive force, irrespective of the concentration gradient. Third one, diffusion current. Diffusion current is due to the actual diffusion of electroreducible ions from the bulk of the sample to the surface of the mercury droplet due to the concentration gradient. And last, limiting current. Beyond a certain potential, the current reaches a steady value called as the limiting current. At this point, the rate of diffusion of ions is equal to the rate of reduction and the state of electrode is said to be concentration polarized. Some of the factors which affect this diffusion current, like concentration. Diffusion current is directly proportional to the concentration of the electroreducible ions. Temperature. Diffusion current also varies with the respect to temperature because it is directly proportional. Viscosity of the medium. Diffusion coefficient depends on the viscosity of the medium, hence diffusion characteristic of mercury droplet. And presence of maximum suppressors. Maximum suppressors like gelatin, dyestuffs and surfactants will also affect the diffusion current. The polarographic technique has various applications like determination of dissolved oxygen and peroxide, trace metals and metal containing drugs, antiseptic and insecticides analysis, vitamins analysis, hormones, antibiotics and alkaloids analysis, and blood serum and cancer diagnosis. Last but not least, advantages of polarography over other techniques, like only small volume of sample is required. Some of the turbid and colored solution also be analyzed. It can be used for determination of substances which are not electrochemical active, means it is indirect technique. Prior separation of excipients is not required. Its sensitivity is sufficient for the determination of trace element and toxic impurities, and high speed analysis, which is important for quality control. Thank you for watching this video.